What's up, everybody? New episode of my football slash soccer video blog. Well, the World Cup is over. I think I last left off before the Brazil-Germany game. Of course, that ended up in a huge embarrassment for Brazil. The main points in that game were that after the first goal, I think Brazil just broke down defensively, lost all confidence. They had confidence in their offense. They tried to run back and get some scores, but they didn't get some goals. They didn't organize themselves and left themselves too weak on the defensive side. Argentina was able to, in their game, beat Netherlands. Initially, I had stated that I wanted Netherlands to beat Argentina, since they eliminated Mexico twice in a row from the World Cups, and then Netherlands to get smashed by Germany. But this worked out fine. Argentina was able to beat Netherlands. We were able to see Robin's kid crying in the stands. Robin afterwards in the press told the press that Argentina was not going to be able to handle Germany, and that came out to be true. Not fully, but that was definitely the case. So Holland was out. Glad to see that. Glad to see Robin out of the tournament. And Argentina, I was rooting for them, not fully understanding why, but they went through a lot of videos with their fans and their chants in Brazil. Impressive passion and support from the Argentina fans all throughout Brazil. Of course, Brazil is one of their main rivals, so they were glad to make fun and humiliate Brazil in their loss to Germany. Brazil was able to get to the third place game against Holland, and that turned out to be another embarrassment. Fred didn't even start. Fred was the one player who was about to cry, or actually was crying, during the Germany game. It was a horrible game for Brazil as well. They only lost 2-0, but easily beat by Holland. No goals against Holland, so they were just went out really poorly in the World Cup. Probably seen, just because of those last two games, as one of the disappointments or worst teams. Later on, Scolari ended up resigning. Fred retired from international football. I think this has been one of his nightmares in his career. And for Brazil, it's really surprising. They have so many great players, so much talent around the world. Robinho, I wonder where he went. He did play recently, but was left off eventually for the Brazilian team. Kaká, I think, still has talent. Ronaldinho, I think, still has talent, although they're all up in age. I think the team might have needed a little bit of experience and leadership out there. Without Neymar, that was the psychological blow that just blew him out of the water, though. Germany looks strong. They're able to turn it on. They're able to just control the game and have technical ability throughout their team. Argentina, going up against them, looked to be all Messi and looked to be a pretty solid defense, and that was the case in the final. A strong defensive showing from Argentina. Argentina did have some good opportunities for goal from Higuain. Had a chance, just blew it. Later on, Palacios had a chance, one-on-one. I think that was the one-on-one with the goal, or it might have been Higuain had one, and then Palacios as well. Just totally blew it against the goalie. Kicked it off to the left, one of them were, and then I think the other one was a header that was just totally missed. But Argentina had their chances. They went to overtime, and then Götze got the game-winning goal for Germany in the end. A breakdown for the Argentina team, one of the few, because Germany actually didn't have that many clear shots as much as Argentina did. Argentina didn't have possession. They looked like they were bunkering, and they were on the defensive quite a bit, but their defense was solid. It was well organized. Mascherano played a good game, but just that one failure towards the end cost it for him. This World Cup, towards the end, there's some concussion issues. One of the German players, forget his name, got hit pretty bad. Got taken out of the game, probably because of a concussion. Ended up saying he didn't remember the whole game. He lost his memory on that. Mascherano also got knocked down in the previous game against Holland. So there's some issues there. I know on ESPN, I believe, Taylor Twellman was going all crazy. So that probably needs to be looked at a little bit. How to handle concussions better, head injuries. I kept on thinking of UFC when they get knocked out. It's usually, that's it. You don't play and you don't continue you're out of the fight and it's done. You go and rest and recover. And that's not the case for soccer. You get knocked out slightly. You lay on the ground for a little bit and you get back in the game. So the World Cup's over. Germany, glad to see they beat Argentina. Argentina doesn't get to boast over Brazil and celebrate their World Cup victory in Brazil and humiliate Brazil, and their ego doesn't skyrocket even more than it already is. So Germany with a good victory. Not a fan of Germany though. Interesting. Well, sadness ensues, depression ensues. No more soccer. Except this weekend, LigaMX starts up again, so I'm probably going to tune in and start some talk and discussion on the league play. Transfers are always happening. Chicharito, got to see if he's going to stay in Manchester United. Raul Jimenez might be going somewhere in Europe. Oribe Peralta debuting for America. What else? Herrera and Reyes in Porto. That's going to be interesting to see. The Dos Santos brothers are together in Villarreal along with Aquino, so that's going to be fun to see how Jonathan Dos Santos, he was getting ragged on Twitter by the Barcelona fans. He didn't do much in Barcelona, and they were showing it. They were telling him about it. That was pretty sad to see. Pretty humiliating for him, probably. But he has something to look forward to now. A new club, new opportunities. And the World Cup, the national team, of course, still looking forward to seeing how they're going to continue to do, what the new teammates are going to be. Rafa Marquez probably going to be out. Diego Reyes probably take his place. Some younger people, older people are getting older. Neri Castillo's playing in Greece again. Wonder if he will even do anything. I don't see him getting on the team anymore unless some surprising and great stuff comes out from his play. Carlos Vela is going to be considered. There's an article out saying that he would be considered. Hopefully we get to see him. Next year is the Gold Cup, which decides for confederations, so I think that's the one that decides for confederations. So this is the real Gold Cup, the one that counts. So the Mexican team's going to go out there. There's going to be a younger team, not necessarily an under 23. That's probably going to take Copa America, and we'll be representing for Mexico there. So that should be, there's stuff coming up, but that'll be next year, the Gold Cup. There's probably going to be some friendlies going on. There's some European tours from AC Milan, Manchester United, I think, are going throughout the U.S. And I think Chivas plays Milan in Houston in August. I probably won't go to any of these, but we'll see. So a lot of different non-World Cup stuff going on. It's always sad to see the excitement, especially in the group play. I think the group play was the most exciting of the World Cup, be gone and behind us, and now wait for sort of a lower level of soccer, and that's sort of sad, but we continue on. And the sadness of no era penal still exists. Some people are sick and tired of it. I think it's still funny. I still have it on my Twitter feed, hashtag no era penal. Funny stuff comes out of that every now and then. Pictures and videos and things. So, look forward to talking more about LigaMX and how the start of this new tournament goes for the Mexican clubs. And we'll talk to you guys later. Follow me on Twitter at Beto_ATX.